What's up guys, John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum is out in theaters and I am here to give my non-spoiler review of it. This action movie is directed by the stuntman turned director Chad Stahelski and it once again stars the nicest man in Hollywood, Keanu Reeves. The movie takes place shortly after the events of the second film as John is trying to escape from pretty much the whole world who seems to want him killed. The premise of this movie and the entire franchise in general is pretty straightforward. I don't think it's a spoiler. At the start of the first John Wick movie, the bad guys killed John Wick's dog, John gets mad and proceeds to try and kill all the bad guys. What usually follows in a John Wick movie is extreme hardcore action with amazing stunts in a stylish, well-built world. And John Wick Chapter 3 has all of that as well. Did I like it as much as John Wick 1 and 2? Yeah, this movie is bad crazy. I have to commend the production team for John Wick 3. The amount of preparation just in terms of human bodies preparing for fights is astounding. The stunt work here is as good as ever, probably the best of the franchise. And you see all this behind the scenes footage of the cast and crew going through this vigorous training and you can tell that they're pouring their heart and soul into this and it shows in the final product. This style of gun fu, which I think is unique to John Wick, is now the defining characteristic of the entire franchise. The set pieces in this movie are all incredibly creative and well thought, and what I like is how each one stands out based on the enemies that John is facing, the tools he has at his disposal, as well as the layout of the area. I love the cinematography, how the fights are shot, a lot of long uninterrupted takes, which again sets John Wick apart from a lot of the action movies out there. The world of John Wick is as beautifully realized as ever. It's almost like a fantasy where you have all these assassins and their secret networks and there's rules and hierarchies and it's all done very well, and I feel that that's what makes the franchise special. But for me, what sells this movie is in the title itself. Robert Downey Jr. had Tony Stark to relaunch his career, Bryan Cranston had Walter White to do the same, and now I think Keanu Reeves as John Wick is now similarly carved into stone as one of the quintessential actor-character identities in action movie culture. I mean, the guy is 54 years old today and he is still killing it out there, literally. It's amazing how much dedication goes into his role preparation. And even though his line delivery wasn't 100% on point in this movie, I mean, in this context, the action does all the talking. Halle Berry is also in this movie, and although she isn't in it for that long, what little time that she had, she used amazingly. She was so badass in this film, and I'm so excited for anyone who hasn't seen it to see what she does. Story-wise, it was okay. It was pretty straightforward, and I found myself regarding the story as more of a vessel for the next action scene. The plot is pretty interesting and it progresses at a relatively decent pace. The ending, however, is slightly unexpected. I gotta admit I was a little bit disappointed, but that's because I went into the movie with these certain expectations about how the ending would turn out, and I was caught off guard when things didn't pan out the way I thought it would. So I guess that's my only disappointment. It may or may not be a flaw, it's just the way that I felt. I've also never been a big fan of John Wick's animated subtitles. Whenever someone translates or emphasizes something, you see it flash across the screen, and I thought it always reminded me of the Fast and Furious series opening credit sequence, and that's just a little small thing. It's not a deal breaker for sure. Overall, I had a super good time watching John Wick Chapter 3. For a case study on how to build a world and mythology from the ground up, this is a good example, and I would recommend this movie to anyone who appreciates or wants to appreciate action movies more. I mean, really, this might be the defining action movie of the year, and that is why I am going to give John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum an 8.5 out of 10. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like it, you want to see more, click that subscribe button below and tell me what your favorite action movie of all time is in the comment section. I would love to know. Anyways, I'll be back with another video soon, so until next time, have a great week ahead, maximum hype, and peace out.